Welcome back to Infested Planet. For the first time, we have now revealed all of the branches, at least to some degree, in the story map. So we know that we're going to have a couple of survival missions down here. We'll be getting to the first one of those in this session. And then the plot continues this way with tension. That'll be up next. Only 3 plot missions remain. And I wanted to take a minute before we get into survival to talk about achievements, because I know that's something that some people are interested in. We're actually exactly at the halfway point of the achievements. Most of the ones we've gotten so far have been from the plot missions past the tutorial. At least 1 for every mission and 2 for some of them. The only one that we haven't gotten yet is Preparations, the 10-minute courier achievement that we didn't do quite that quickly. Then there are other ones for the random missions, starting on this capture path, Ruins and Above. Clear that, and we get an achievement for those. Fully clear the raid maps, Ruins and Above, and we'll also get an achievement there. There are 2 for each of the remaining plot missions, so we'll see if we're able to achieve those. And then there's also some for clearing random maps with specific mutations. We already got one of those with the clone strike. There's also one for Guardians, and there's a couple others, just a few of them that they've thrown in there. One other achievement that we didn't get is simply for starting a skirmish map. I'm not too interested in that mode. It's kind of interesting that they don't have any achievements for the planetary campaign. It's kind of surprising. In any case, that's where we are, 18 out of 36. Now, a word of warning on survival. This map I'm actually not going to complete all the way. And that's partly because, at least theoretically, it's impossible. I think that there was a report, unless they've changed the mode since then, that it's possible to actually survive these indefinitely. I'm not going to be going for that, and also, I've turned down my graphics settings some for this mission. There's going to be a lot of intense fighting, and I'm going to sort of be skipping around in it a bit, but I want to limit the choppiness that was going to occur. So, just want everybody to be aware of that. It's going to be a little bit different than the usual approach, but I do want to do a run-through of how I would approach these and go through as far as I think it is useful to play. Our survival start begins with 8,000 cash. We get +2 space bucks for every second that we survive. But the majority of our funding is going to come from 1,000 for each hive that we destroy. And then we have a wealth of riches in BPs. 34 is about 3 times the normal amount that we start a map with. Then we have various crates out in the wild we can get, and there will be more we can acquire later on in the mission. So this is going to scale up fast. We have nests available, a few of them that the enemy has, but the rest of the map, we're pretty much covering it with our bunkers, and we're in a very strong position initially. So we want to take a look at where we're going to want to build, and I think obviously this is a very natural choke point. It's probably far enough, or rather narrow enough, that we're not going to have any hives spawn back there. If they do, then we'll have to look elsewhere. But I'm just looking for an area that we can basically make a last stand at and defend everything in one location. So we're going to go with life support there, and an officer to quickly grab up as many crates as possible, and thankfully these are all quite conveniently located. This one we're going to leave alone because of these Guardians. I don't want to trigger them. And then I'm going to recruit another Marine. I want a flame and a shotgun to start. Neurotoxins. So our first wave timer is 140 for the next one, and that will increase with each successive wave, but so will the number of hives that are spawned, starting with 1. And right down here next to the Guardians. Yay. So that's clearly where we're going to tackle first. Each wave also comes with a mutation. We cannot stop them, we can't even slow them down. The only thing we can do is try to scale up and meet the challenge as it comes. But the Guardians are a good example of why I like to start with a flame on these maps. Just get in there and burn things down quickly. Now I also want to have robotics right away. And that's to keep all of our bunkers defended. We don't know where the enemy hives are going to spawn, what direction they're going to attack us from. Also notice we've got another crate up here now. they do occasionally spawn crates with the waves that come. So you will, whoops, that's not what we're going to want to do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You're going to grab this, come back here, grab this one, bring it back, and then go get this one. Okay. Got enough here to add another soldier, and let's hit the Guardians hard. Being so close to this is going to be fun. But we're just going to give everything we have at this. Burn it down, please. Got it. Back up. Oh, still Guardians there. Okay, let's get rid of you two. Now we got it. Now we're just going to heal up everybody. And then we'll go after this hive. And our officer is ready. Okay. You join us then. That will help as well. I'll add another soldier. And we can even put up a shotgunner. Now we're feeling a lot better about ourselves. Now my goal in the early part of this map is to reach a point where the map is clean. That is, there's no hives and no nests about.
Moving to location, sir. Moving out. Orders received. Yes, sir. Orders received.
And then we can just react to whatever the waves come. But we've got a little bit to get there. Okay, brute spawn. That's going to make defending our territory somewhat harder. We have a hive here and a hive here. Now, notice it spawned two. It would have only spawned one if we'd left this hive up. That is, it only builds up to a certain number of hives instead of automatically spawning that many, which is slightly different. But I want to get in here if I can before these come completely online. The other thing that I'm going to want to do is, and I think I'm going to have to probably sell somebody. Yeah, I need one more BP. I'm going to drop a shotgunner back down to a rifleman because I simply must have grenades at this point. If I'm going to deal with brutes, I want grenades. The flamer will help, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And once again, we get a crate from this. The hives initially will all give us crates, and then the likelihood of that happening will gradually decrease as we progress through the map and future waves. These are all spawners, so we should just be able to charge in here. And there's an extra crate there awaiting us. And we'll once again haul back our goods. And then a couple different directions here, but I'm going to go up this way and try to take this down. And at this point, these nests don't provide a lot of resistance, as many soldiers as we have. But I don't want to get in a situation where they're spawning a bunch of hives near one of them. Don't think I have time, though, to knock this Guardian one out for this wave, so we'll just wait. I think I'll get even one more soldier. Third wave has mimic nests. That won't be too much for trouble. One hive right next to us. Another one over here. Third one down here. Okay. This is where their mimic nest is going to try to come from. Before they have a chance, they are gone. Notice over 2 minutes now on this one. And they've got their nest coming out this way. So we'll just go take that out real quick. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of fun. But we have just enough that I can throw up a chopper strike to help us out with it. Gives you a double dose. Just wait for that to come in.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
And that will work just fine.
Moving out. On the move.
Now, let's see. We'll go this way. You see, it's really piling up here because our robotics turrets don't do too well against these brutes. Come on, knock it down already. There we go.
Awaiting orders. Orders
Okay.
received. Awaiting orders.
We did lose some people, but not too many. You can come down here.
Attacking target.
Do a quick one of these. And since we're over here, we're a little bit low on time, but I really want to knock out this Guardian nest. We could be in the middle of attacking it when the next wave hits. Hopefully we won't be. Got it? Just in time. Burrowing hive. Well, these are fun, but in actuality, this can potentially increase our income a bit for as long as we can wipe everything out, because they're just basically going to add an extra hive periodically to what we can knock out. And we do get the extra pay for those, I do believe.
On the move. Yes, sir. Orders received. Awaiting orders. Moving out.
So, we got two here together. Another one here, and this is something or other that's coming down this way. I think that's probably the mimic nest. I'm going to ignore these for now. And we're just going to charge. There's a burrowing hive. Good place for it. We'll knock it out on our way. Head over here. This is all spawners. No problems there. And with the brute spawn, I don't think, for example, that snipers are that useful because of all the barriers that are going to get thrown up. Same thing with turrets, really. So I'm just going to focus on additional Marines.
Yes, sir. Orders received. Awaiting orders. On the
And starting to take some hits there in that area, but we can grab a couple more here and really just have a lot going on.
attacking target.
Chopper strikes, if you would, please. Then I'm going to want to send one of you over here to make sure that doesn't get out of control. Meanwhile, in we go. Keep pressing the attack. We'll lose some, probably, but we'll get the job done. And now I feel like we've reached the clean map point. We have some time to clean up our mess and grab these crates and everything. We're all secure. We can grab this crate down here. We have no additional resistance on the map, and we can just prepare. So we had a burrowing hive burst out from underneath us, and now we've got tower spawner. But I also built ammo supply, just our last structure I'm going to want to build, and then have everybody now going on the attack. So tower spawner, going to be a little bit of an issue, obviously, but since we have this one here and then other ones nearby, we're just going to hit these hard and fast. And this one's actually already down. Okay. We'll grab you. Oh, no, not detach, grab. Go after this one. Get this one next. And tower coming over this way, I'm going to give you...
Target acquired.
a nice, well, at least a single dose there to try to hold things off. Let's see. I will also teleport a shotgunner there to help. That should be enough, I would think. Here's our mimic situation. Oh, we didn't actually knock this one out completely yet. Okay, first things first. How are we doing over here? We lost our shotgunner, but we did survive the area, so that's a useful trade. Let's get this one. Come up this way. So we have this area here with the two, but we've already gotten rid of everybody else, so that's looking very good. Our shotgunner is back. And I'm just going to kind of chill out here for a bit because we have some time. I really want enough ammo to do a double dose on this. Oh, we have another crate. Let's go and grab that. Burrowing hive's going to be coming before too much. Okay, there it is. Never mind. We'll hit this first. These are coming fairly rapidly. But they even, as you can see, sometimes give us more crates. So, overall, as long as we can handle this, I think... Actually, now we have enough for 3 of these. But I think the burrowing hives are going to work to our advantage temporarily. Just sheer raw firepower, there's nothing subtle about it. And another wave goes down. So for our 6th wave, I upgraded to 1 minigunner, and then I also have another shotgun, just boosting our firepower a bit. Now paying 10 per marine. Brute guard and brute spawn, so basically we're saying brutes all over the place. 3 here, we'll wait on them. 1 here. And 1 way over here. Okay, that is behind. Doggone it. That's gonna suck. Okay. That is indeed a pain. And I don't really think I have a choice I'm going to put a shotgunner here to guard against what's probably a tower spawner. But everybody else is going there now.
Awaiting orders.
And yeah, at least they're attacking this way and not attacking towards my structures. Could be worse. Who's gonna blast you apart though?
Orders received. Yes, sir. On the move.
And now we return. Okay. So we're gonna hit this
Orders received.
and see what that does for our lovely shotgunner here, but you're under a lot of pressure. We just need you to hold out for a bit. We're coming. Okay, so our shotgunner's gone, but on the other hand, we knocked out a decent amount of stuff. They have a mimic nest there. We'll need to be careful of that. But I think we charged this, which apparently is a burrowing hive. And then
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
let's also put a couple of you over here. They're cloning us over here is the problem. We need to stop that from happening. I'm gonna knock this one out. Okay, now we're going over here. I don't want to take on this whole area, but that nest has to go. Okay, that's good. Problem over here.
Yes, sir.
You defend that.
Awaiting orders.
And let's just clean out the rest of this mess, go here, and then come back. Just to use it,
Attacking target.
throw one strike down in there. Come on. Well, this is a problem.
On the move.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you stay.
Yes, sir.
Just the one of you go. And the tower is coming this way, but very temporarily. And of course, deaths in this sort of scenario are just, they're virtually an irrelevancy. A burrowing hive is going to come again soon. Meanwhile, you can see that we are now actually starting to have a situation where it doesn't look like we can clear all of them out. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a couple minefields over here. And I don't think I want to try to take on all of this at once. I'll knock out this hive again. But I don't think before the next wave, I'm not going to be able to get this in. There we go, back up. And we'll just put, like, generally a minefield right in front.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then you both come this way. Just to really slow down what can come through.
Awaiting orders.
There's our burrowing hive to obliterate. Necrophage. Now, death is going to matter some now. Necrophages, I really like the idea of it, but it's a pain to deal with. Mimic eggs appear wherever Marines die, and they clone nearby Marines if they're not destroyed. So if we start losing people on an attack, then they will clone our Marines, and then that just increases the resistance. It snowballs our defeat against us. So grab this and run it back. And then where else do we have fun? Nowhere else. It's worth mentioning, I don't remember if I did earlier in the mission or not, but the hives that they spawn are basically a build to. In other words, let's say they're wanting to have 6 hives, but you left 3 of them standing, then they'll only add 3 more to the map. So it limits how much income you can have, and this is actually a double, I think, looking at the amount of towers around it.
Roger that. Roger that.
So let's give it a double dose before we head into that mess. Get rid of the towers? Okay. But of course, the limit on the number of hives lowers our income, but it also is going to lower how fast the resistance can ramp up as long as you're still able to defend. Okay. Now they're still coming in here. I should probably put another minefield in front of this, to be honest. But also, if I just wait, I might be able to sweep this if I wait and get a full triple strike. So let's work on both of those things. There we go. Then I'll probably also want another minefield here. Actually, we have enough right now? Okay. Let's do it. Maybe just put another minefield on this side. We're just going to try to keep them in this area. Now, there's also the question, okay, how much resources should I put in one area? But 12 in minefields is just over 1 Marine. So it's really not that much. Now we're maxed. Burrowing hive has just come. You know, let's hit that first. No reason to let this come out and create a second front against it. Or to not take the money. Over 30,000 now. Okay.
Attacking target. Orders received. Target acquired.
Triple strike in. And lovely, they have mimics. I'm gonna ignore them for now. Alright, it's all about timing. Let's go. Let's at least knock that one out. And see if we can get this one too. I'm just going to try to get a couple of them down, then I'll retreat. There we go. Run. Yep, here come all of our clones. We'll fight them off. Okay. We still really have 30 seconds till the next wave. I'm kind of surprised.
Yes, sir. Awaiting.
I think I want to swing around here and hit these mimics and then see if we can wipe this out.
Two locations. Roger that.
There we go.
Target acquired.
Let's hit you and just charge. Almost made it. Guardian Nest mutation. Got one over here. Notice that this has a clone come out. That's going to be a problem. They've got one over here, a couple over here. None up that way. Okay. Shotgunner. Yep, couple sniper marines over here. I'm not really happy with that. And they're going to take this down if we're not careful. I'll just make sure they don't capture it. Because if they build a hive on there, we lose the bunker permanently. If they just destroy the bunker, we're okay. Clear this out now. Yep, it's down, but it's rebuilding. Okay, they're on top of it. Now, I'm going to put a shotgunner and a rifle. Oh, I actually don't have the ammo for it. Okay, grab the ammo quickly. We can get it. There we go. Now, shotgun and a rifle. And you're going to clear the two of them out. Make sure we don't lose that bunker. Then, bingo. And I think you accomplished your task. One here, two here, one. This is, I think, a burrowing. Yeah. Let's hit that before it has a chance to do something worse on it.
Roger that.
Tower strike there. I'm going to knock this out and then swing around, I think. And there's a guardian nest. Lots of fun for us to deal with. Go away. We do not have time for you. And eventually what's going to happen here is we're going to run out of the ability to defend. But we're okay for the time being. You seem to be holding this off. You are having a problem. So we're going to move you as well. Okay. And then as you spread yourself out, of course, you limit your ability to attack. So it's really almost a cat and mouse thing. I may want to pull up some of these mines at some point if they don't rebuild in there. But I think they will. Okay. Only a 2 for the chopper strike. I'll take it. Let's work our way in. Takes a bit to plow through, particularly with what is a somewhat reduced attack force now. All of their defenses. Oh, let's grab this. Well, you're having a serious problem over here, aren't you? Okay. Have just enough to add another soldier. Let's go in. Once again, one attack. I don't know if we're going to hold this. You're trying, but I don't think you've got enough. Oh, there's two hives here. That's part of the problem. I don't think we have a choice. We've got to run up here. Come on. Get it before they do. Alright. Back we go. Before you can rebuild too much. Oh, yay, mimics. Get them. Oh, you're aggravating me. Yep, we're in trouble. Or we're just going to withdraw. There's just too much nonsense happening there at once. And now we're having trouble here. This is coming under attack. So when we reach this type of scenario, then, you know, we could have handled it a little bit better, of course. We're going to sort of just fall back, generally, and then you can let them have some of the territory. And just defend a smaller area. We could really fortify along here. We could hold them off almost indefinitely. But at a certain point, you're not going to be knocking down their hives very much anymore. So how much good does that do? You're not going to make much more money. You can just try to hold out and hold out and hold out. But I don't think it's worth playing past this point. There are also some bugs that can happen. There's a pretty rare crash bug, but there's also, for example, the crates can come out. They can say ammo, but they will look like BP crates, and then they'll later turn into BP crates. The hives can all spawn in one area of some of the maps. There's even one map that I found that all the hives wouldn't spawn at all. And so it's just basically constant mutations coming up, but no hives for them to attack you. So I think this was an interesting idea for a mode, but I don't think it's that worth going in, particularly beyond the point we are. So if you want to skip to the end of this, totally understand that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sell everybody off except for 2 Marines. I just don't think there's any point in playing this out further and trying to optimize how long you can last and everything. And I'm going to sell off all of my buildings. I'm just going to let them take everything, because they have to take all of the bunkers in order for the mission to end. $117 BPs, yay! And everybody is going to go hide over here in the corner and just wait for them to capture. Which, they have brutes, so it's going to take a while, but they're going to mutate and, oh, let's make sure we sell off all of our mines. Wouldn't want them to hit any enemies. Of course, we have no robotics now. They spawned over here. Right on top of me. I'm sure that was purely accidental. There's another point. They've got to take this one. They're about to take this one. And we got to walk over here to this. So you can see, once we stop fighting them, it's going to go south in a hurry. Nope. Nope. Don't fight them. Run away. Wouldn't want to slow you down taking over my territory. Get you out of here as well. Make sure we send you back to your regular rifle. Okay, so this all belongs to them. This is about to. They actually walked away from this. They could have taken it, but they walked away with it. What is your problem? I want you to destroy my territory, and they don't want to. They're literally trying to go back around to this corner. I think they think I still have things back there, but I don't. Okay, now they see that this is a target again. They're going to go back after it. Nope. Everybody run away. Now they're trying to occupy it. And bingo, we get our mission over. So yeah, 22 minutes. Of course, it could have been much longer. 28,000 aliens, many bullets fired. And I'm actually surprised only 20 soldiers died. But we have enough for my next goal purchase-wise. Which is not scout, but engineering. Should be quite useful when we return in our next mission to the storyline. So thanks for watching. I hope this was at least worth watching in some vein, and if not, the plot will continue when Infested Planet returns. See you then.